In the UK, the right to parody is covered by the UK's Copyright and Rights in Performances Quotation and Parody Regulations 2014. In October 2014, the UK implemented the EU Copyright Directive and amended the Copyright, Designs and Patents Act 1988 to add a new Section 30A caricature, parody or pastiche. This says, 1. Fair dealing with the work for the purposes of caricature, parody or pastiche does not infringe copyright in the work. 2. To the extent that a term of a contract purports to prevent or restrict the doing of any act which, by virtue of this section, would not infringe copyright, that term is unenforceable. In other words, fair dealing, i.e. for the purposes of non-commercial research or study, criticism or review or reporting of current events, provides an exception to copyright. Many of the memes I make as memes do provide social commentary, criticism/review either using or outside of the subjects presented by the source materials. There's also a bunch of specific allowances for parody/pastiche which would easily cover my content if this went to court, and big licensors know this, but rely on the threat of a court case or an assumed lack of knowledge of fair use on the part of the content creators in order to scare people away from ever trying to win. YouTube also know this happens, but fail to address it, or even admit to it being a problem for the most part. Also, I'm covered on the market competitor side of things, because the source materials are clearly signposted and advertised through my channel, not a legal obligation. But I do it anyway, and because the numbers of views on my derivative works compared to these massively exposed source materials, the ones owned by the fair use ignoring licensors who are hugely powerful and carry out this endless malpractice without punishment from YouTube, would show to any court of law that my videos are decidedly not a market competitor for the source materials. I hope you understand a little better now what is going on here.